I was so that show we booked it a month ago or 2 months ago, and so it's a party. It's a concept called old school music, where they only invite artists that have been there for 20 years, and songs from the 90s, the 2000, early 2000s, Kizomba, and even the party. The music is only music for grown-ups, I would say, only music from up to 2005. So a lot of old Kizomba, old Zouk, old Kuduro, and great concept, very successful. Usually they have 600 to 800 people in the club, and I haven't performed in 4 years. So I did 2 weddings after the pandemic, but other than that, I haven't done a real show in a club for 4 years. And I didn't mind, because I make more money today than I used to make when I was doing a lot of shows, from the internet, from YouTube, from the streaming music, from NFTs, crypto, investments. But I don't feel like I miss the stage. And it's not like, some people are resigned. They're like, okay, it's time for me to retire, get a job, and forget about it. This is not my state of mind. My state of mind is I have a vision of things that I want to do in life. And once the things are done, for me, they're done. So I wanted to sing, be recognized in one country, make my parents proud. Check. Not one country, but 180 countries. Super famous, known all around the world, music playing everywhere. Everywhere I go, there's one person that will recognize me, etc., etc. So this is done. But that was not the goal. The goal was just to be able to express myself, spread my music around. My music has been everywhere. So after that, you can say to yourself, okay, listen, even if I'm famous with the diasporas, the African crowds, maybe I want to go to the next level and be even more famous, etc. That's a choice. There's some people, that's what they want to do. It's even easier today with, like, if you have a career of a Burna Boy or something, you can go to something. It's like something that is, it could be something that is, I would say, you go from a local market to an international underground market to then the mainstream market. So you have a lot of levels that you can reach. As an independent artist today, I keep making music. I love that my music is still being heard by people. But I don't feel that at 48, I want to put the energy in an international career as if I was 20. When I was 20, it was everything. Today, I want to put all my energy in raising my daughter, in my family, in doing smart investments so I can buy a house and then continue doing what I do. Like, I'm never going to stop making music, but I love the fact that even if music continues to be my main revenue, I love the fact that I've learned all the areas where you can make money in music. It's not only performing. You can also earn money by being an owner. You can earn money by writing for other people. So today, as I am right now, with the catalog that I own, I make the same amount, and maybe in a more stable way, probably 50% more money than when I was performing 2 times a week. I was doing a bunch of shows. and I was traveling all around, and like it takes a toll on your body. But when you're young, you don't really feel it. When you're older, you're like, I don't know if I want to take the plane for 8 hours, perform, and then the next day take a plane again for 8 hours, and then change my suitcase, then take a train and go to another city. At a point, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, especially with all these promoters who want to make you fly economic, etc. So I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I don't need to do shows. So when you don't need to do shows, and you live very comfortably in your nice little neighborhood with your family, and you concentrate on those things, you can raise your prices, because some people will, and this is something I did at a point, I took a very nice price for promoters to do shows, because I wanted to do shows every week, 1 or 2 shows every week. So the show was not expensive. I was still the most expensive Kizomba Zouk artist. Me, Nelson Freitas, maybe Nichols, and Princess Lover, those people. We were on the top of the market. But still, I believe that the price that I was giving was very cheap for all these clubs that were full. But the goal was to do a lot of shows, a lot of them. And now that I don't need to do them, and I make more money today than if I did, like, listen, from the money I make, I think, like, to make the money, I would need to do 100 shows a year to make the money I make today. I would need 100 shows every year. So this means 100 taxis, 100 trains, or maybe 100 planes. And when it's a plane to go, it's a plane to go back. Sometimes it's 2 planes to go and 2 planes to go back. It's exhausting. So when you're in my position, you can tell people, all right, listen, yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm not performing for the prices that you used to. And then people will tell you, yeah, but we don't have the money to pay you, or whatever, or yeah, you old, or you don't have hits. So, and I'm like, you call me for a show. I didn't call you. I'm telling you, this is my price. And I fly business class, and I have these type of hotels, and I choose my hotels, and I don't fly EasyJet. I fly this company, that company, this way. And if you're not interested, it's fine. I'm not pissed. I'm not trying to perform. I used to be when I was a rapper, I mean, I'm still a rapper, but when I was really actively just rapping, I was a microphone rat. I was like, everywhere there was a microphone, I had to freestyle. I was going to all the rap concert, all the trying to take the microphone, all the clubs trying to do a freestyle. Like, I have videos from me in 96, 94, 92 rapping, dreadlocks and stuff. And it was like an obsession. In the underground, I was very famous, and there's like a thirst. But once you've drank liters and liters and liters of the water that you love, there's a point when you don't need to drink anymore. And I dreamt one day to perform for 5,000 people. I was like, wow, one day if I play in front of 5,000 people, one day if I play at La Cigale, one day if I play at Zenith, Bercy, oh my God. I played at Zenith, which is 10,000 people, probably 20 times. I played at all the places. I played in Africa for 100,000 people. I played in stadiums. I played everywhere. So it's not a dream anymore. It's a reality, and it's not a goal anymore. It's an achievement. The thing is this: when something is an achievement, you can either continue doing it until it dries up, or you can start having the next dream and asking yourself, what am I going to do? Do I want to go at night? Do I want to go perform and do some shows and get the same money or more or less whatever, and enjoy receiving the love, exchanging the, singing your songs and having people react to them? Or do I want to build a show, build something on my YouTube channel and see how long it takes to turn it into something successful, becoming a voice, like something different, using these platforms for something different? And what is more exciting, talking to 100 people on a live stream or going to perform for 5,000 people? If you asked me 20 years ago, I would tell you performing for 5,000 people. If you tell me today, I'm going to tell you talking to my club Shada. Why? Because this to me is new, and this to me is exciting, and this to me, I believe, will take me way further than the things I did before. Because the first time you perform for 10,000 people, this is the best day of your life. The adrenaline, the love, people crying, etc. It's amazing. The second time, it's amazing as well. The third time, it's amazing. The 10th time is so great. After 100 times, you like a fish in your water. You're happy. You very happy. You enjoy it because it's something that you are comfortable with. But it's becoming like breathing. It's not something that you value it. You treasure the moment, but you don't feel like it's a victory. You feel that you are just in the same place doing something that you know how to do, and it's okay, and you're making your money. But when you are ambitious, it arrives at a point where you're like, okay, this is done. And to me, this has been done since 2007. In 2007, I told everybody, listen, I'm going to make sure that my money comes from the internet more than from the shows, because I did everything I had to do. And everybody looked at me crazy. And actually, the person, Beleza, who books my shows in Portugal, who booked my show yesterday, he was with me. I was telling him in 2007, and so he calls me Marabout because he says I have magic powers. And I was like, yeah, listen, this whole touring is, I think I did everything I had to do. So I'm going to go to the next moves. I'm going to make sure I make the same money as shows from the internet. Was that from the internet? Yeah, YouTube, etc., etc. I'm going to make sure I can make 10 to 15,000 euros every month from my content, because I'm a content owner. And you can use all this content as money generating assets. And all these artists, they just want to go and perform, but they don't realize you can be new to the people who are watching you only one time. They're going to see the first time is going to be amazing. The second time is going to be amazing. The third time they're going to come see you after 5 years. Maybe they got kids, maybe they got married, and they have something else to do. And then you believe that people are going to be here to watch you perform forever. It's not true. I mean, unless you're on a certain level. So I always said to myself, well, listen, I understand that those things can last as they can not last. So let me always think about what I'm going to do after. I'll study economics, I study graphics. There's so many avenues that I can explore in life, and I don't want to be just locked into being a singer. So that's what I've been doing the last 6 years, just doing the next thing, doing other things, selling my different things with my brand, etc., using all the new technologies bringing. And that's also why I changed the prices of all my shows, and I made them expensive. I made it expensive to have me, even in Portugal, where, you know, I have different prices for different countries. And I just made my prices way more expensive for my market. But I put myself in a place like if I was a brand new artist with new hits. And I just said, listen, I'm a diamond. You want a diamond, you pay. I'm timeless music. And the good thing is I can do it, because if I did it and I was depending on the shows, it would reduce my amount of shows, and maybe it will hurt me because I could not pay my rent. But because I pay my rent from other revenues, I can change the price of my show and be cool. And then those guys call me, met them in a party the other time, and they were like, oh, you know, we really want you, old school party. I said, listen, guys, my price is not the price of all the guys that you hire and that need. And they're like, oh my God, somebody called me. I'm so happy. I'm not leaving my home if you don't pay me my price. And they were like, oh, no, we're willing to pay you your price. Oh, yeah, okay. So I gave them they knew the contact of Beleza. I said, okay, call Beleza and handle everything with him. So we decided for the date of June 11th. And so listen, when you did 1,000 shows, most shows you do, you're not stressed anymore because you've lived it so many times before. You enjoy yourself, but you never know. You know, and even if the place is full, the place is empty, me, I enjoy myself because I perform for those who are here. I don't perform for those who didn't come. They had something else to do. I concentrate on not the empty seats. I concentrate on the 10, 20, 30, 100, 200 people that are here. And even if it's 10 people, I'm going to make sure those 10 people had the best time of their life. That's how I view a show, especially if I'm getting paid, you know, because you can arrive somewhere, there's nobody, or there's like 50 people, and the promoter is like, sorry, can we do it another time? Okay. And you don't do the show. You can arrive somewhere and there's not a lot of people, but the promoter is like, yo, business is business. Here's your money. Here's your 50% from whatever. Please do the show for those who are here. Because we really love you, etc., etc. So now you have to, and I think as an artist, it's amazing to perform for small crowds, because it's actually more personal, and sometimes it's a good exercise to train on a difficult crowd, because sometimes you're gonna go to 100,000 people and they are difficult, but it's the training that you would have done to be able to perform anywhere that will make you be able to perform for any type of crowd. And from time to time you feel a certain stress, and most of the time when this stress happens, you're gonna live a magical moment. And even if I believe in myself, I'm very confident. I still say to myself from time to time, like, are people gonna come? Like, especially in Portugal, I probably did 100 shows in this country. Like, are they gonna show up? Like, are they still interested in seeing me? That's the question I was asking myself at 2 a.m. Is my door gonna open? And listen, the show yesterday was amazing. There was like 3 generations of women, 40s, 30s, 20s, and everybody was singing the songs. So it was an old school show, so every song was 10 to 20 years old. So from my 2003 album, to maybe the older was Diamonds. And I gotta say that I came out of that with a feeling of, oh my God, like they love me, like they love my music. And even after singing the same songs that I was singing in 2003 to a crowd, I had some guys that were crying. Zook Lover, who's part of the Shada gang, didn't see me perform since 2011. And he told me, because he was at the show, he told me, bro, I was crying. Like, this brought me so many memories. The DJ was emotional. You had some girls in the crowd crying. A lot of people were happy, smiling. And so the whole show is available on my YouTube channel. For those who didn't see it, it appeared today, so you can watch it. Oh, that was having a lot of views. You can go watch it, and please, when you go watch it, leave a comment. I put the link in the chat. And yeah, listen, it was something. Let me see. I mean, you can watch the show yourself, but let me. Do I have it here? I'm gonna show you a little bit of it. Do I have something? Video plus camera. There it is.
I'm about to surprise one of
my God.
biggest fan that came with her husband.
Oh my gosh. That's an old video. Okay. I'm gonna show you just a little bit of the show. Downloads. There it is. Only girls in my shows. Yeah, it was there on the side. This is crazy.
Do you wanna be my baby? Get deeper down to the bottom of the seas and get this buzz for you, baby. 'Cause I know I'm and I can't love you for the rest of my life. And I can't love you for the rest of my life.
So listen, you can watch the whole show. It's on my channel. Put the link again in the description, so you can go leave a comment. I would love leave a comment. And yeah, we filmed the whole show. The whole show. It's listen. The whole show was filmed on this iPhone 13 Pro. Listen, crazy. I used to take this camera to the shows to be able to have a certain quality, but now with a phone like this, you can like just film the whole show. So that's beautiful. And you know, thank you. Something that I felt after the show was really like, oh my God, like, it's not that I missed being on stage, but I'm humbled to come and have people not only show up. We had 600 people, and or 700, I don't know. Not only come, but you see all these people, and what they were telling me was, what everybody was telling me was, I grew up on your music. Thank you for your music. And the guys, because of course, there was a lot of guys after the show when I was taking photos. A lot of guys were like shaking my hand and telling me, "Yo, thank you for your music. Thank you for our childhood. Thank you for, listen, first baby, first this, first girlfriend, first breakup, first making love. Like, you've been part of our lives, and thank you." And everybody was like, "Yo, you a legend. Like, you're the king." Like, and you don't feel that you need it, because I'm a person who, I just move forward. But even if it's not needed, when it's given to you, you just feel like, humbled, and you just want to say thank you, you know, like, wow, like I just wanted to make some music, and my music is the part of the life of so many people, and I gotta not really realize it as you just are. For you, you're just somebody doing your thing. But when people tell you, like when you have a guy, grown-up guys telling you, I cried, like I don't know why, but as I was watching you sing those songs, and last time I saw you perform was in 2011, it just made me cry, and I was just crying, and I kind of like, thank you, that was amazing. And I was like, wow, like, you know, like you never realize the power you have. And this is why I always say that, and I always tell artists, be responsible with the power you have, because be responsible with the power you have, because it is Sirène des Îles, c'est une vraie. Merci pour ton commentaire. You see, Sirène des Îles, she went to comment now. Maybe she has two phones, two computers, but everybody, on va voir si vous allez commenter sur la vidéo en question. But yeah, listen, it's amazing, and I really feel blessed. I wouldn't say that this gave me the will to start doing a lot of shows. I'm not done doing shows. It's just that I just have a different price. But I know that Beleza, who has been selling my shows since 20 years in Portugal and Cape Verde and Angola and these places, he was like, let's go, I'm gonna find more. Now people are seeing who you are. I was like, what do you mean people are now seeing who I am? People know who I am. I was like, now it's time. It's like, people talk too much, I'm gonna show them. And so he was angry, excited. I was like, you know, at the end he was like, thank you, like, because, you know, we all come from a pandemic, we all come from difficult times, and yeah, living those things are amazing. So I hopefully, you know, I make some more shows, and if I don't, it's okay, but if I do some shows like this, I love it. It was great. It was really great. I would love to I can even organize them myself now that I make enough money, but I might organize a tour, maybe in the UK, maybe something in France. I haven't performed in France for a long time now. I have I always receive emails from people trying to get me to perform somewhere, but then they send you emails just to send you emails. So, you know, and that's why I don't like the show business in terms of performing, is because you cannot really control it. In people, it comes and goes. I like my money to be steady. I like to know exactly how much I get every month. With shows, sometimes it works, sometimes you do a lot, sometimes you don't. I don't like this. But yeah, listen, after yesterday, it was amazing. But I was exhausted today, because after that we went, listen, after the show, let me go to my story on Instagram. After the show, how do I pass stories? Like this? Oh, yeah. So those are stories from people after that, wait, I think these two things I posted, that was today. My best friend Marcy came from New York, and she came home. So that was way before. I posted the show after, but that was us at the after party. So we left the club. We left this club. The day was starting. That's the promoter of the event, MC Sucesso, one of the best promoter here. And then, so we took the bridge because it was on the south side. So we took the bridge, and then we went to another club at 6:30. We went to Docks. Then we left the docks. It was already morning, 6:45 probably. We went to Cristal. The club was closed, but we went to see the owner. He's our friend. And so we went there. That's him. We went down there in this office, etc. We chilled. And I think we arrived home at 7:30 a.m. It's been a long time that I didn't arrive home at 7:30 a.m. So trust me, when my wife woke me up because she had to go to the beach with her sister to shoot some photos and stuff, but she didn't take my daughter today. So I stayed with my daughter. Listen. Wait, my wife left. No, she left late. She left around 2 p.m. when I woke up. But I was still tired. So when Marcy came, we stayed together until 5 p.m. And from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., I was on the sofa just out. My daughter stayed in the living room. She was playing. She was going from the living room to her bedroom. But you know, she's gonna be 5 now, so she needs less inside of the home. She needs less supervision. You can just leave her in her room. She's a sweet kid. So I would just wake up from time to time to make sure she was fine, and I was just like out. And actually, yeah, if I didn't have the show, I would continue my sleep. This is exactly what I'm gonna do in a few minutes. But yeah, listen, I had an amazing weekend. I had an amazing week, and I just want to say to everybody who listened to my music that I'm super thankful for, and then people who come to Club Shada. I don't know if I tell it often, but I'm super thankful for you guys to listen to my music, to make people discover my music, to people come to my shows, to people come to Club Shada, to people just be on my people who buy my NFTs, people who buy my t-shirts, people who give super chats. I'm thankful because I'm somebody who have, like, you know, you can have all the visions you want and all the ideas you want, but if you don't have people who subscribe to those ideas and those projects, then execution is useless. It's beautiful to do a show, to have 200 shows, and to have people who have been coming to your shows for the last 200 episodes, the last two years. People donating money, people watching, leaving comments, putting likes, like all this universe that I'm building, that I've been building for the last 2 decades. Knowing that people are here supporting, and you know, people here are supporting for years and years and years now. I'm really grateful. And yeah, listen, after that show, I was like, yo, wow, what a life. I'm thankful. So thank you to everybody.